Hi neighbor, this is Anne, your reliable kapitbahay. I'll be creating a series of videos answering your top common questions. Throughout these videos, you'll see me refer to these documents: Master Deed with Declaration of Restrictions, Bylaws, Articles of Incorporation, and the Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines or RA 11232. To access copies of the documents, please access the link in the description box. We made these documents available for everyone because it helps to be well informed about our rights as condominium owners and residents. I'll be making the videos in English so our foreign neighbors can also watch this. In this video, I'll cover two of the top questions I've been getting, which are: how can I vote in the next AGMM? And do I have a voting right? We have a lot to cover, so let's get started. Let's first get the definitions out of the way. The first concept we have to understand is the term member. Both the bylaws and master deed define members as unit owners. Membership is equivalent to unit ownership. The unit owner is the name that appears on the deed of absolute sale. Therefore, tenants cannot vote unless they were authorized by the unit owner to vote on their behalf through a proxy form. A copy of the proxy form is in the description box. But being a unit owner doesn't guarantee automatic voting rights for you. Let's look at these two statements to understand if you have voting rights. We already know that only unit owners can vote. There are additional requirements such as being in good standing. This means you should not be delinquent in the payments of your dues and assessments. Yes, including repainting. The last thing you have to check is if DMCI has proxy vote for your unit. Proxy vote means instead of you voting on your own as a unit owner, DMCI will vote on your behalf. You don't have a say on who your vote goes to. Now, how would I know if DMCI has proxy vote for my unit? Go check the date on your deed of absolute sale. This document reflects when the actual property was transferred from the developer to the unit owner. You have to count 5 years from the sale registration date, and that's when your voting rights begin. If you haven't completed the 5-year tenure post deed of sale, then DMCI will vote on your behalf. This 5-year rule from the sale registration date is there to protect the interest of the developer. Let's use these sample scenarios to further understand if you have or do not have voting rights. If you paid cash, got your unit through a bank or pag-ibig loan, count 5 years from the sale registration date, and that's when you get your voting rights. Technically, DMCI got paid already. It gets a little bit tricky for in-house financing, which means instead of getting a bank loan, these unit owners are paying DMCI the monthly amortization for their units. Because technically, DMCI is not yet paid for the full amount of the unit, these types of unit owners cannot vote yet. Their unit is still under DMCI's proxy vote. How about those who already paid in full their in-house financing with DMCI? Again, we have to apply the 5-year from sale registration rule. Their unit will be registered under their name once DMCI gets the full payment. Count 5 years forward from the sale registration, and that's the year that these unit owners will get their voting rights. What about the voting rights for second owners, which meant they bought their units directly from the unit owner and not from DMCI? There's nothing in the bylaws or master deed that provides details on this situation, so I am assuming that as long as the 5-year tenure post deed of sale from DMCI has been satisfied, then second owners can vote. To recap, here are 2 guide questions if you can vote.